Hi Whovians, Harry here, and with season 2 of Doctor Who getting ever closer, the episode titles for this upcoming season 2 finally got released, with a little trailer revealing all of the 8 episode titles, and they were interesting to say the least. And in this video I will be breaking down this episode titles trailer reveal, breaking down all the hidden details that you might have missed. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe, also leave a like and comment down below, and let's get in to the video. So, episode 1 is The Robot Revolution. Now, we already knew that the acronym of this episode was going to be TRR, and many people speculated it was going to be called The Red Robots due to the red robots in this episode, but is now revealed to be The Robot Revolution. And there was like these little shots and scenes, like locations where the title reveal took place, and this title reveal seems to be in the same location as the interaction between the Doctor and Belinda, where the Doctor says that he is just called the Doctor, and Belinda says, well, call me the nurse then.
So what's your name?
Just the Doctor.
All right then, I'm called the nurse.
So it seems to be from that same location, so it seems to be from the planet that these red robots are from, which is where the title probably gets its name. And on the screen where the title is revealed, it also says Planet Belinda. So this was probably why Belinda was kidnapped in this first episode, because the planet is named after her. Now, why is the planet named after her? Could she be like Clara? Could she have splintered throughout time? And when Belinda was like the ruler or queen of this planet, and they thought by getting this other Belinda that is exactly like her, they could save their planet, or their planet would have a new ruler? Or is this like a situation like in Girl in the Fireplace, where their Belinda that maybe ran this planet died, so they think they need this new Belinda to keep their planet going? Or maybe this is in the future and Belinda saves the planet, and they've had to travel back in time to get Belinda to save this planet, and then the planet is named after her. It's a bit timey-wimey, but Doctor Who has had those type of episodes before. But yeah, it's an interesting first episode title. Episode 2 is called Lux. Now, Lux is Latin for light, and the reason I bring this up is because Lux is literally a neon light in this in the reveal for this episode title. So maybe light has a big plays a big thing in this episode. And also, this is the episode featuring Mr. Ringerding, the cartoon character. So of course this is the one where the Doctor and Belinda encounter Mr. Ringerding, and he wreaks his havoc on the outside world. But I do want to mention we've already seen a Lux in Doctor Who before, back in Series 4, because we saw a Strakman Lux and also the Thalman Lux cooperation from the Series 4 two-parter Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead. And it was also the first episode where River Song was included in Doctor Who. So I don't think we'll see River, but it is weird that we already have like a cooperation literally with Lux in the name, and this episode title is referring to Lux as well. I don't think the Thalman Lux or any of that line of family will feature in this episode, but just something I thought I would mention. Number 3's episode is called The Wow. Now, this is an intriguing episode. It doesn't give much away, and I don't think we've seen too much of this. I think it is the episode where the Doctor and Belinda join a space crew, and they do this, like, space crew dive thing. So we don't really know too much about this episode, On the blast door where the title The Well is revealed is a logo, but I haven't seen that logo in Doctor Who before. If you have, let me know down in the comments below, but I think this is a new logo. And also on the blast door is the number 3, referring to this being the 3rd episode in this new series. Now, number 4's episode is Lucky Day. Now, I think this is the Dr. Light episode of this series. Remember, we had like 1, kind of 2 Dr. Light episodes in the previous series. I thought that was to do with Ncuti's other commitments to the final season of Sex Education, but maybe it's to get him doing more stuff in the other episodes in this series. But I don't know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see for it. But this this episode reveal is a treasure trove of Easter eggs and details, because there are multiple newspaper headlines. There's one on UNIT keeping aliens in their headquarters, which we actually saw UNIT keeping some sort of creatures in their headquarters in the previous trailer. And then there's another headline referring to global warming being blamed on aliens. Yeah, because why would humanity take responsibility for their own decisions? Also, there is something about a secret in Nevada, probably a secret base. And we actually have seen Nevada before in Doctor Who, with the 12th Doctor being dropped off in Nevada during and after the events of Hellbent. So where he met up with Clara after his memories had been wiped of Clara. And also there are some other pictures of past Doctor Who episodes, with one being Hendrix being blown up and on fire, of course from the episode Rose, when the 9th Doctor blew up the shop Rose worked at, and also one being the news coverage of the destroyed Big Ben from Aliens of London. And there are other pictures as well, but they all seem a bit too blurry to make out. But then, moving past that like bulletin board of all these things taking place, it cuts to a monster, and it is the same monster that we saw in the previous trailer when like Ruby was narrating over it, telling her boyfriend about these monsters. So it seems like this will be the main monster maybe of episode 4. So interesting to see it. And we go from one scene revealing a lot in that episode to one revealing hardly anything. Yes, number 5 is The Story and the Engine. Now, this is the episode that has the barbershop in it, because you can see from their hairdressing scissors, the comb, I think there's Barbicide there as well. So, yeah, there is a lot of barber-related stuff in this little episode reveal, and we think the barbershop is on top of the giant spider that we saw in the previous trailer. So why is a barbershop on top of a giant spider? Of course, we see a little spider walk across this missing poster, of course, referencing the giant spider. And yes, there are 4 missing people revealed again in this little trailer that they seem to be missing, and we actually saw these 4 people in the previous trailer said to be missing as well. So seemingly they must play a big part in this episode, or there must be something big with them going missing. Maybe all the missing people are in this barbershop on top of the giant spider, but that is just speculation. We'll just have to wait and see. Then episode 6 is the Interstellar Song Contest. Yes, the Interstellar Song Contest, the Eurovision adjacent episode. I don't know what it will be like, but if there is an England nation in this Interstellar Song Contest, they are not going to win it. But that's by the by. This title card reads the 803rd Interstellar Song Contest, and we don't really get anything else apart from that. But 803 episodes into Doctor Who is when season 1 started, the previous season that we just had. And yeah, that is every episode, excluding all the specials. So excluding every Christmas special, excluding the anniversary specials. So the 3 Doctors, the 5 Doctors, Day of the Doctor, Night of the Doctor. Apart from the 60th anniversary specials, they are included to bring us up to the first episode of, the Church on Ruby Road. And yes, I counted every single episode, added every single episode up of Doctor Who, over 803, because I counted the specials and then uncounted all the specials, and it took us to the, all the way up to the Church on Ruby Road. So, yeah, that is a lot of episodes. So, I don't know whether they put 803 in as a way to get us to that, but that's what I counted. 803 takes us all the way up to the Church on Ruby Road, which is more than a coincidence. So, yeah, this Eurovision adjacent episode is co-hosted by Rylan Clark. I don't know if he's playing a version of Rylan or something in this episode, but yes, we hear his introduction in this short little snippet. That is taken directly from the previous trailer of this is the Interstellar Song Contest. So, yeah, this episode does exactly what it says in the name. And then moving into the 2-parter, the first one, episode 7, Wish World. Yes, this episode is crazy with just this small little title reveal, with the title being revealed on a clock face, and it doesn't settle on a certain time. The fingers on the hand are just going around and around and around. So, yeah, it's crazy. And in the background is this, humanoid black and white alien. I don't think we've ever seen this alien race before, so that is weird. And then a blue light forms, above the clock, and I don't know what this blue light is, but this episode title is giving me real, Alice in Wonderland type vibes. So, I just know already it is going to be bonkers. And the final episode, episode 8, is The Reality War. Now, The Reality War, this could mean many different things, with, of course, multiverses being a big trend for, the last 10 years. Now, this could refer to a war between different realities, like the main Doctor Who universe and an alternate universe, like Pete's world from the episode Rise of the Cybermen and Age of Steel. So, could it be a war between different universes? It could even be potentially a war between the Doctor Who universe and our universe, as more and more characters are seemingly able to see the audience and break the fourth wall, like Maestro, the Doctor, and Mrs. Flood have been breaking the fourth wall many times. So it just seems like they are being more and more able to see the audience and see a different reality. So it could be that. But going away from that, the reality war instantly made me think of the Daleks and Davros wanting to detonate the reality bomb in the episode The Stolen Earth and Journey's End. So I don't think the Daleks or Davros will show up, but that instantly made me think of the reality bomb when I saw the reality war. Also, just above the reveal of the reality war being the title of this episode, is just above it has the Borough of Hackney, and on a street sign. So Hackney has played a big part in Doctor Who before. It actually appeared in the first episode of Doctor Who, because Hackney is where Coal Hill School is located. So Hackney was the first place technically that we saw the Doctor, as Susan Foreman, the Doctor's granddaughter, attended Coal Hill School in the very first Doctor Who episode, An Unearthly Child. So we saw Hackney in the very first episode of Doctor Who, really tying us back to the very beginning. And Susan was mentioned a lot of times throughout the previous season, so will we see Susan Foreman return the Doctor's granddaughter? Maybe. I mean, it was the first place we saw her, Hackney, so maybe not. But also another big companion of the Doctor spent a big time at not just Hackney but Coal Hill School, as Clara Oswald worked there from the 50th anniversary onwards until her death in Series 9. And of course, Clara played a big part in the 11th Doctor and the 12th Doctor's life. So again, Coal Hill School a big part in Doctor Who. And Coal Hill School was so popular, it was the main location of the 2016 spin-off Class, as Class mainly took place in Coal Hill School, the titular school of Class. So it's just weird that we're going back to Hackney. Will we get a Class 2? I think Class was a little bit underrated. Obviously not as good as Torchwood or the Sarah Jane Adventures, but didn't get its due that it deserved. So, Coal Hill School, Hackney. Wow, that is incredible. But also, there seems to be red lines breaking the wall behind the sign for Hackney and this episode title, The Reality Wall, until it's too much and the wall collapses. And these red cracks look like the red cracks the TARDIS had in the 2022 New Year's special Eve of the Daleks. So, are we getting the return of Jodie Whittaker or the Daleks? I don't think so, but just something I thought I would mention. And yes, that is all the titles for this upcoming series. It is crazy, amazing. I can't wait to see what happens with these episodes. These titles are definitely interesting. Some I think could be maybe expanded on a little bit, like why they chose these titles, but I am definitely intrigued for a lot of them. And basically, that is just my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of these episode titles, and also, are you excited for the upcoming season of Doctor Who? And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, also subscribe, and share it out. And I will see you in the next one.